Lesson 8, Consonant blend sounds. CLE is a word ending through DW, beginning of the words. Now I will say each example word 3 times and give you time to repeat the words. And then I will read a sentence or sentences using the words and give you time in between to say the sentences. Okay, let's start. We have CLE. We pronounce that cool, cool. Bicycle, bicycle, bicycle. Circle, circle, circle. Cuticle, cuticle, cuticle. Uncle, uncle, uncle. Icicle, icicle, icicle. Recycle, recycle, recycle. These last 2 words are an exception to the cold sound. These say sul, sul, muscle, muscle, muscle. Corpuscle, corpuscle, corpuscle. It is the S before the CLE that gives it the sul sound. Now, if you want to know the meaning of these words and you don't know, you can pause the video, write down the words, and look them up in the dictionary. Okay, let's do the sentences. Uncle Muscle cycled his bicycle in a circle, and a recycled icicle cut his cuticles corpuscle. Uncle Muscle cycled his bicycle in a circle, and a recycled icicle cut his cuticles corpuscle. Uncle Muscle, I lost my little marker. Uncle Muscle recycled his cycle in a circle, and a recycled icicle cut his cuticles corpuscle. Now, many of these sentences are silly or don't make sense, but it is for getting you, the muscles in your mouth used to forming the sounds. The next sound is CR. It sounds like k, As in the words cross, 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 creep, 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 across, 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 crab, 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 create, 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 crust, crust, crib, 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 cradle, 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 crest, 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 cry, 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 aircraft, 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 increase, increase, increase. Now there are two sentences for these words. I crept across the aircraft and up to the cradle and cried, crab! There's a crusty crab in the crib. Okay, first sentence. I crept across the aircraft and up to the cradle and cried, crab! I crept across the aircraft and up to the cradle and cried, crab! You see the raise in voice because of the exclamation mark? There's a crusty crab in the crib. There's a crusty crab in the crib. There's a crusty crab in the crib. Okay, now on to the next one. CT, it sounds like k-t. It's a hard C. Just like this one here is a hard C. K-t. Act, act, act. Now these are just sounds, not words. Act, 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 it, 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 oct, 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 oct. The purpose of these sounds is so that you see how the sound changes with each vowel. Neglect, neglect, neglect. abduct, 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 addict, 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 conduct, 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 concoct, concoct, object, 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 perfect, 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 predict, 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 select, select, select. Okay, the sentence with those words is, he neglected to abduct the addict and conduct a perfectly conducted, selected, objectionable act. He neglected to abduct the addict and conduct a perfectly concocted, selected, objectionable act. He neglected to abduct the addict and conduct a perfectly concocted, selected, objectionable act. Okay, the next is a DR sound, der, as in the word duress, derive, duress, duress, derive, 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 drink, 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 laundry, 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 wardrobe, 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 undress, 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 drove, drove, drank, 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 droop, droop, droop. There are two sentences with the der sound. She dressed in a red dress and drank water while doing her laundry. She dressed in a red dress and drank water while doing her laundry. She dressed in a red dress and drank water while doing her laundry. the next sentence, he undressed while driving drunk. He undressed while driving drunk. He undressed while driving drunk. Okay, now for the DW sound. D-w, d-w, as in dwindle, 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 dwindle. I'm going to raise that up a little bit. Dwarf, dwarf, dwarf. Dwell, dwell, dwell. Dwelling, dwelling, dwelling. Dweeb, dweeb, dweeb. Now the sentence for the DW words. The dwarf's dwelling dwindled because he was a dweeb. The dwarf's dwelling dwindled because he was a dweeb. The dwarf's dwelling dwindled because he was a dweeb. Okay, that's it for Lesson 8. See you on Lesson 9. Thank you for watching.